Alright, what do we got here? We got music. Alright. You didn't come here listening to me to jam and to slowly work out the sound. Like, it comes out, it's there. I can feel it. I just gotta figure out how to get there. So yeah, hey, welcome. And today I made some slight improvements here. I put a light in there, and I reworked the hoppers. And I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I mean, it kind of flows better. And I just played with the light, played around with the light, put some torches in some places to see what would happen. I've tweaked settings, but they're pretty heavy, so I don't know if my computer can render the beauty, if you will, the beauty. So I reworked the chamber. There were a number of issues the last time we spoke. There were a number of issues with the chamber, the conversion chamber. This is the kill chamber. Like, kill. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. You're gonna die. I'm gonna take your experience and write books about stuff. And then, but sometimes there's a guy that we want to keep, or a guy. There's a zombie villager that we want to keep. They're like, wait a minute, zombie villager, you're not a real zombie. You're not a total zombie. There's something different about you. There's something that can, something we can help. I can help you with. And so I separate out that zombie villager from all the buddies around him. I isolate him, and then I stick him in the chamber. How do I stick them in a chamber? Well, this room in there is isolated totally isolated. But once I click this button, it opens the door, and when that door opens, the zombie, nothing else really, no other creatures care, but zombies absolutely hate turtle eggs. They hate turtle eggs. And I had it set up before, but it wasn't working. The zombie ignored the turtle egg. Then I found out you need 2 air blocks above the turtle egg in order for the zombie to be able to come over and step on it, because that's what it wants to do. It wants to smash the turtle egg. So knowing what the zombie wants, like, I can create an environment in which I control what happens. So I can't directly control the zombie, because if I touch him, he hurts me. So I can't directly control the zombie. I can't do it. But I can change the world in which the zombie lives. And by changing the world in which the zombie lives, I can make the zombie do what I want. Without me even touching him. So I was hoping such a zombie would make an appearance. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Or not yet. I don't know, it's a chance. It might. Never seemed to happen when, like, now. While I'm filming, or streaming. Anyways, so there's a number of creatures that come out of this. Not just zombies and skeletons and creepers, but also inquisitors. Yeah, they call them witches, but I reject that. They're inquisitors. It's the same thing, just a little bit different. Just look at it from a different perspective. They're the same thing. So, yeah, the Inquisitors. Sometimes the Inquisitors drop some loot that I want. Like glowstone. Not very much of it, mind you. But, like, seeing as it's very difficult to obtain glowstone right now, even a little bit helps. Of course, I don't really need it. Well, I might, right? Because what if I decide to make glowstone lamps? Then you need lots. But then at that point, you would just go to the Nether. Anyways. Okay, now that it's nightfall, you can see how that torch really adds to it. And I fixed the flickering light up there by adding torches on the outside. On the other, I just changed the position of the torches. I need torches up there so it's lit up so nothing spawns underneath the platform where I have the wiring. I guess I should have not used. Well, I kind of had to use solid blocks. I guess I couldn't. Yeah. I kind of have to use solid blocks to get it to go. But I could have cut some out. But that's alright. But yeah, now when the zombie, okay, so the zombie comes here. The zombie wants to stomp the egg, but I prepared a trap. These trap doors, the same trap doors that made them fall onto the water stream and come down, and to hurt them but not kill them. But then that's if I want to kill them. But then like that makes it easier to kill them. But if it's a zombie, I don't want to kill them. So like, see, there's an Inquisitor. You can see the Inquisitor right there. Inquisitor! Right now I have it set to drop, to like throw away. See that yellow? That was glowstone. I want to keep it instead of it going tossed into the fire. The fire! Goodbye, glowstone. Okay, anyways. But when I find the one, right? Now they're gonna, instead of just falling straight down under the ground, now they fall into a pit of water. And the water stream is set up so that flows to that corner. So there'll be, you can't see the water, but I assure you it's down there. There's a separate layer between here, you can't see it. Yeah, there we go. I mean, you can kind of see it, but there's a water stream in there, and that water stream pushes it to this corner on the other side. And then by magic, I can dispense a cart that picks up the zombie from inside the water stream and puts him in a cart and will deposit him here. And then I'll use my potion to cure them. It's a lot more streamlined, is what I'm saying. So pretty cool, right? So in the meantime, I'm gonna expand my platform here to accommodate the bigger number of stuff I want to capture. I mean, do I want to capture rotten flesh? It'd be easy. I'd have to have a priest up here like all the time. And that's where I'll get my glowstone. But then I don't want to. Do I want to trap a priest? Are they trapped? I don't know. They're kind of like floating. This is like what's it called? Like the floating space. Oh, that was a guy I could have saved. Shit, I wasn't paying attention. This is like the floating space station in Cyberpunk 2077. We're just floating above the clouds. Of course, it's not like, yeah. Damn it! There was a guy I could have saved. Oh, what was? Just mindlessly like swinging away. All right, well, another time. But yeah, here, let's expand this platform. And then, in the meantime, as I expand this platform, let's talk. Let's talk. Hey, let me sleep, dude. It's dark. Okay. And then I'll get to work, and then we can talk. Talked about what? Hey, Logan! Logan, hey, what's up? I just saw you over there in chat. Sorry for the lag, right? I don't, like, no one ever talks to me, so it's not in a position where I can see it. So it's very rare. But hey, what's up? How you doing? If you're even here. So, anyways, if you're here, or if you're not, I probably missed you by a lot. Sorry. Yeah, I want to talk about the interesting thing that's happening. And I saw it in a meme, and it just like kind of was like, oh, ding, like you're right. Something's crazy. The meme I saw was a picture of one guy at a in a party, in a crowd, and he's looking in awe over at across the room, and then the other making eye contact with someone, and then the next picture is of a different guy looking back at the first guy, and with the same expression. So okay, so that's kind of irrelevant. The idea is that it's weird how it seems as if things have been flipped. Like we had a polarity shift or something. Because the Democrats are running a former prosecutor as their candidate. It's likely that Harris is going to take the nomination, which is, you know, like, I think the most stable way of doing it. I think it's Netanyahu. It kind of played the United States. It's clear Netanyahu he gave a speech today. I didn't hear the speech, but I heard it was all like red meat for the right wing. That he's allied with the right wing of the United States, and that it's clear that he wants Donald Trump to win the presidency. So his actions and behaviors have to be interpreted in the light of the fact that he was working with a U.S. president that he didn't even want to be there. He wanted the other guy to be there. And he twisted that knife real good. But still, like, I don't know if I think half the Democrats like boycotted it. They didn't even go. At any rate, the left picking a prosecutor and the right picking a criminal. Like, Donald Trump has never won the popular vote. He didn't win the popular vote against Clinton. More people voted for Clinton than Donald Trump. The only way Donald Trump won was by the peculiarities of the electoral college system. with help from Russia. Because remember, Russia had a preferred candidate. It was Donald Trump. They wanted Donald Trump to win. And they worked to help Donald Trump secure the election. And there were a lot of contacts between Donald Trump's campaign and the Russians. A lot. Like, try to imagine how many contacts between the Russian government and the Clinton campaign do you think happened? I can tell you. 0. 0 times. 0 times did campaign member Clinton have her people meet with the Russian people. 0 times. But Donald Trump had his people meet with the Russians hundreds of times, and then they lied about it. They lied about it. It's not just that they met the Russians, but they lied about it. They wouldn't even own up to it. I mean, we have proof they met. We don't know what they said, but we do have proof they met a bunch of times. Well, and then the FBI has emails and messages which corroborate. These shaders are great, huh? The Rethinking Voxels, the latest version. You have to really work the settings. But yeah, it's pretty great. Okay, so I need to make another item, like... Just make more item sorters, man. How many... Do I have any hoppers here? No hoppers. It's gonna take a lot of hoppers. I mean, what else do you want to keep? I mean, you got the... gunpowder, redstone, bones, arrows. I won't ever use that many arrows. I hope to have infinity before then. I can almost stop with the arrows and just switch it over. Then I wouldn't have to do anything. That might be better. Look at me like... decide I don't want to work. Like, I could do that, or how about I do this instead? Like, I have a lot of gunpowder stored up. I hardly have any bones stored up. Alright. So let's take the arrows out. And, let's take the arrows out and the bones. And move the arrows. And then just change the arrows into something else. Something I want. I can't figure out how to get it to work. Sometimes it works, but sometimes you have to move one first and then do it. And even then it doesn't work. But sometimes. You see what I mean? Ah. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. Okay. So there, I have all the arrows I will need for a long time. I don't need any more arrows. Instead, I want glowstone. I have 4, but that's all I'll need. Okay, let's see. I have to do it from the back. From the back, from behind. I gotta hit it from behind. Okay, take those 41 out and put it in that. Alright, there. Done. And see how easy? This is now a glowstone catcher. It might take a while, but it'll work eventually. Okay, let's clear the chamber. Alright, the other thing I wanted to do was to go down there and make homes. Homes for the villagers we cure. Yeah, no need to expand it. I just expanded it for nothing. Tempting fate. Like, what am I gonna build up here, man? I can cure. That's right. I wanted to cure like 1 priest, and then maybe. Well, then I can expand this. What else do I want? I mean, I'm getting glowstone, bones. Like, I could try to keep the yeah, just use this. I don't need to change it. I can get the bones, not the bones, the bows, the armor and stuff, the iron. What else comes down that I want? The bows mainly. That's easy, and I have room. Ha 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 ha. I just need sleep. Hoppers. Hoppers. So back to Donald Trump. I think it's funny. That's what I was talking about. Is how like it feels like polarity shifting. That the Democrats have united behind a cop, basically, and the Republicans, for all their talk of law and order, are uniting behind a criminal. Like, what is that? Check out that light, man. Look at that. That's awesome. It's all being done in real time. It's great, and it's not like yeah, I can change it or whatever, or make it however I want, right? Like it's like instantaneous the way this works. Look at that. Oh, isn't that great? Look at this. And then the coup de grace. Oh, and then I have just like that. I can cover that though. Oh, isn't that great, dude? My base is wild. I can change all. I mean, you can just mess with the light. I mean, I like to come up here because like the cauldron's all glowing. That's all fantastic. But I like how it's all like, ooh, a dark chamber. And I can change that again. That way it's the corner's lit up. I can even light this corner up. I don't know if it'll be the same if I light this corner up. Let's find out. Let's find out what it'll do. That's kind of nice. In each corner. Sort of. can have this light in the middle. I mean, that's what this was supposed to be for, but didn't work out. I can go like this. But now it doesn't work because, well, here. I mean, the effect is not as pronounced because of those windows. But yeah, this shader, rethinking voxels, pretty cool. I'm creeping in the shadows. I'm in the shadows. I'm in the light. Need to put something up there. That piece of glass. That's right. There was a reason you had a piece of glass up there. So nothing like falls on your face. You can't come in. So, yeah, the shader is great. Now it feels totally different, the room. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I literally live in a cave. Like, okay, so here's the other thing. You know how I want to make a village farm, or not farm, but a village, like proper village over there, is because like when you let villagers go free, they get themselves into trouble. Like, remember my villager that lived here? Well, he kind of disappeared. Like, he's gone. I have no idea where he is. He might have wandered off and got himself killed somewhere, or got lost or something, but he hasn't come back for days to his house. So, I guess that's the danger of having free villagers, is that they get themselves killed super easy. So I kind of need to make another, like, I could like adapt this house and live out here, but no, I would go crazy hearing this minecart go. Oh, and it's not enough room. So I'm probably gonna leave that house empty and then go make a house over there, which I should do right now, right? Let's do right now. Let's do it right now. Why wait? Do it right now. And dirt. Cobblestone. More wood. Oh, no more wood. Oh, down here? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to the other side to make this guy's house. Alright. So, I found one guy. I saved him. I brought him down here. I made a house for him, but he wandered off and now he's probably dead. So instead, I'm going to rescue zombies from out of there. And then build a village down here for them, where they're surrounded by water. So they're not going to go anywhere. And I'll just add on the village bit by bit. So this guy has got to live, right? I got one guy down here already. He needs a place to live. So I'm like, let's build him a house. I'm like, where am I going to do it? Like, up here? I can like chop this off, make it even. Chop this off. Let's put down some stuff. That's a lot of wood. Okay. Shovel. Super dig. Do you want to take the 3 layers? Let's do 3. By the power invested in me. But I can even go lower. Why not go all the way? Go all the way. Come on, do it. Alright. You persuaded me. Oh, my arm, you twisted it. Yeah, that's not bad. All the sand can be used for glass. Mr. Dude. Isn't that right? So I can make your house like right on the edge, right? Because we need to make space. You're probably gonna have neighbors. Your house doesn't need to be big. This is probably too big. Ta-da! It's a square. You're darn tootin'. Okay. New floor. We're in a house. We're in a house. You can't be walking on the sand. Look at that light. Isn't that light cool? Ah! The new Rethinking Voxels beta, dude. It's amazing. Check that out. Nice. The shadow. Look at my shadow. Oh. I have a shadow. Hey, check it out. Check it out. We're gonna live in a square. Kind of a square. Alright. This is gonna be your new home. I should have brought glass. Let's see, what else do I got? What do I got? So, okay. I was talking about how it feels like the polarities have shifted. It feels weird. Like, it's a really weird time. And it's interesting because you think like, well, I mean, you can kind of, if you look, it's really easy to see and clear to see, like where the lines are. Like all you have to do is connect the dots. Bibi Netanyahu is on the same team as Donald Trump, who's on the same team as the Republicans, who's on the same team as Vladimir Putin, who's on the same team with Viktor Orban of I think Hungary. Who is good, who's allied with Kim Jong-un. And in some ways is allied with China. Because they're, and then you think, well, why would they work out that way? And it's because they're all authoritarian. That's the thing that connects them. They're authoritarian. And people look at the left and they think, well, what's the thing that connects them? Look at them. They're all like radically fucking different from one another. They're totally different. They don't look at all alike. It looks like nothing could connect them. What's the thing that connects them? And yeah. When you look at them on the surface, they look radically different. Like nothing that would connect them. But they have a shared value. That they all, and then they manifest, they see it, right? They all see the value that they want to, they see the form of the value that they want. But they have their own ideas of how to express it. So on the surface, it looks really, really crazy. Like not at all connected. But when you understand it's about the values, then it changes. Then you can see. Then you can see like where the connection lies. Not on the surface level, but on a deeper level. On the levels of values. Conceptual. It's like that fourth dimension that you can't quite see, but it's there. Or fifth dimension, whatever. I don't know, right? I'm not a physicist. Okay, I went away to get different colored wood and I couldn't find it. I thought I had spruce. A lot of spruce. There it is. I was looking for my spruce. To make a roof. To make a roof, you need lots of slabs. Alright. I need a bed too, but I'll get to there. One thing at a time. Okay, now we need a roof. A roof for my dude. So, even though they look all, the left looks totally fragmented, that's because you're only looking at the left from the surface perspective. But when you look at it deeper, on a deeper level, yeah, there's a shared value. So that's what explains how rapidly the left or the liberals, whatever, the coalesced around Kamala Harris. They're able to do that because of this ability to see a bigger picture. Whereas Donald Trump's cult is literally a cult of personality. Donald Trump could not say, "Oh, never mind, I'm not going to do it," because the whole thing would fall apart. It's all literally based on Donald Trump. Like that's the nature of a cult of personality. The whole thing's built on him. So if he quits, then everything falls apart. I mean, if you want to see who the real GOP is, quote quote, it's Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney. Those are the old school Republicans, which is kind of weird. Kind of weird for me to say, right? Cheney is still a Cheney. Dick Cheney was W's vice president. He's the one who perpetuated the lie about Iraq, so he can invade it. So like the Cheneys are bad people. At least her dad. I don't think she's any better, right? The only thing she's got going for her is that she opposes Trump. So I got to think about this. How am I doing this? I'm not doing it. That's like wrong. Yeah. So yeah, no. Without the new Republican Party is not a Republican Party. It's been taken over by Donald Trump. You got to look at Donald Trump not as a politician, but as a criminal. He's trying to like a mafia enterprise centered on him. So, whereas it's impossible for the Republicans to be able to do what the Democrats just did, it looks impossible to them. And the reason why it looks impossible to them is because they literally can't do it. They can't do it. It's the whole thing is built on being Donald Trump. So they're not able to shift gears to adapt. They can't do it. So when they see someone else do it, they're like, that's cheating. Yeah. Yeah, she was his vice president, man. Like, when you vote in the primary, you're voting for the whole package. Like, you're not voting just for the president and not the vice president. You're voting for both of them. They're a team. Supposed to be, at least. When you look at the Republicans, it looks more like a praying mantis. You know how the praying mantis females will eat the males after mating? Donald Trump tried to eat Mike Pence. He tried to delete him. So, like, why is you running with your running mate, your former vice president, Donald Trump? Oh, because my former vice president doesn't want to, because I tried to have him killed. I have to get this guy a bed and a workstation. Hey, I know how to get both of those. So, the left, when they have to, they can come together. Think of it like changing forms. The old form is being sloughed off, and a new form is arising, and the content feels better in the new form. The old form wasn't expressing it anymore. Old form wasn't doing it. And Republicans, I don't know, they haven't done that. They can't do that. Well, they can't because they're a cult of personality. They can't change forms. They are what they are. Okay, I need a bed for the guy. Glass. This guy has lost. I'm gonna take his. I should take his bed. I should have taken his bed too. Oh well. I'll get around to it. I'm really tempted to make an iron farm. I hate having to hand dig up iron. Alright. You got a bed now, homie. And you got a place to work. You can look out over the ocean. I should make you a door. Fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. Just fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. So I think the Democrats are going to do really, really well. They did what the Republicans couldn't do. And so, yeah, they can come together because of that shared value system. Alright, dude, I don't know. You don't seem to be, like, interested. Maybe if I build your railway a little bit farther. A little bit more, closer. Like, do you want to, like, literally be put in your house? Like, how do you want this? Of course I don't have rails. Why would I have rails? Sticks. Alright, 32. Hopefully that's enough. 32. Go along, go along. Right away, check him out. Nice. Well done. Well done. Now I need to like figure out what trade. Figure out my trades. Like I didn't go get a I have no emeralds. Emeralds in a book is what I need to seal his trade and get what I need. No, I said need already. Ah, you fool! Let's see. It's the history eraser button. That's just it. We don't know. Maybe something bad. Maybe something good. I guess we'll never find out because you're going to guard it. You won't touch it, will you? Alright. Let's see. Did I need to bring anything else? No. It's the start of the village. It's the first house in the village. So I lost my mending guy. I kind of need to get another mending guy. I mean, actually I kind of need an infinity guy. Hey, where'd you go, dude? Where'd you go, homie? Oh, right there. Okay. Let's work on this. Piercing, no. I want like infinity would be nice. Oh, there's mending right away. Ah, so expensive. Damn, dude, 16. So I could go for mending. Should I, like, I don't have a mender right now. Dude, 16's expensive. Let me keep going. Aqua infinity, yeah, no. I need. I mean, I don't even need infinity, really. There's that mending again, it's 6. Way cheaper. I can probably get it cheaper. Ah! Protection 3. Looting 1, no. Oops. You know, I should go look for there's mending for 4. See what I mean? It's getting cheaper. I can probably get it for 1. I gotta keep going. I've like passed up like how many. Ooh, flame for 1, but no. I have a flame bow right now. I just need infinity. Feather falling 4. That's nice. Mending for 1. Ha ha ha! There it is. I knew I could get it. For 1. Excellent, sir. We're gonna be good friends. Right? Indeed. Alright. Put some of these away. We're gonna be good friends. Always need mending. There's no other way of getting mending except from a book. That's the only way. Or you can fish it out of the ocean, but it's not gonna. But you don't need. I don't need mending on a bow. Here, I need to wake you up. Aqua Infinity. Hey, that's a good one too. I have it already, but you know, it's nice to have. And for one, no problem. Except I don't need it right now, right? We're cool. Go to all right, yay! It's done. Look at that. The first the first house in my village. Now I should probably pre-make the house before I get the next person. Where am I gonna pre-make the house? I can make it like right next to him, like literally right next, right next door. Make a copy of it. Pretty basic, man, but that's okay. But it would take time to spruce it up more and like. Anyways. Yeah, super basic house. Basic. But hey, any shelter is better than no shelter. I mean, I don't know about that. Yeah. I don't know that. I don't like it right there. I don't like it there. What about out here? Yes, rethinking voxels, so good. Alright, sleep tight, little buddy. Okay, so we got the Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, why the left can coalesce around her. And it sounds weird, right? It sounds like, why would you want to coalesce around a prosecutor? Because the prosecutor is based on, in a world where rule of law is a thing. Like, we can quibble about how much they adhere to the rule of law, or how the rule of law itself is subverted, but we all agree that there's the rule of law, at least. Whereas the other side does not at all agree about the rule of law. Like, they just don't care. I mean, they literally have a criminal for their candidate. They don't care. So, people on the left would be like, you know, like, yeah, we may disagree about stuff. But we can agree on the rule of law, that it's important. And this other side does not. And it's like crystallized. It's crystallized, man. Like, Donald Trump associates with all the bad guys. Joe Biden, like, made up with all our friends. Donald Trump wants us to bow down to our enemies. I had a Facebook comment. I read a Facebook comment. And the guy was talking about how it's Trump now, Don Jr. in the next term, and then Barron the next turn. So he wants like a dynasty, like a king's. Like they will never let go of power. Donald Trump didn't even let go of power at the end of 2020. He had to be forcibly removed. He tried to overthrow the whole thing. He tried to keep himself in power. And he's gonna try it again. I mean, like, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed that he's gonna try again. So we gotta be ready. What that means, I don't know. I mean, but yeah, expect it. It's not gonna, like, don't be caught off guard that, like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like, you have to expect that Donald Trump and the Republicans are gonna try something dirty, because they've already done it twice. And the way that, like, preconditioning works is that they've already implanted into your brain the idea of well, no, not in your brain, but how to say this? They accuse you of what they're doing. That way, it's more difficult to call them out on it. So, for instance, Donald Trump has repeatedly been found to be caught in a lie. Like, there is no, like, when they talk about Kamala Harris, borders are, that's not real. Like, that's literally fake news. They literally made that shit up. Like, Kamala Harris, what she actually did, she was never a czar, dude. What she was tasked for figuring out, why are these people coming up from Guatemala and stuff? Like, why are they even coming here? Like, what's going on? Why are they doing it? And then so she led a task force to figure out why was it happening. That's their deal. That's the whole thing. Ta-da. It wasn't a czar, dude. There's no czar about it. She led a task force to figure out why all the people were coming up from South and Central America. And you know what she found out? I can tell you. She found out that the reason why people were coming up in droves, like a shit ton of people, was because that their own countries were messed up, either due to corruption or climate change. They couldn't. There's a lot of them are subsistence farmers. That means they're like there's like no like economy the way like capitalism, late stage economy that you know of that exists there. Instead, they literally grow their food and then eat it. Or sell it for the other stuff they need. And if their crops fail like year after year after year, they literally can't stay there. They have to leave or they die. Because like the land has changed. Or in a lot of cases the government itself is corrupt. Or there's a lot of gang violence, which leads to fleeing for safety so you don't die. So she's like, so she found out that, all right, so if you want to stop people from like leaving their homes and traveling thousands of miles to a foreign country, if you want to stop that from happening, then what you want to do is stabilize the government where they live. Stabilize the government. Make sure the people aren't gonna starve or get beset by crime or whatever. Like, even though they're not your people, even though they're not Americans, not from the United States, even though they're not USAians, whatever, I don't know what you want to call us, United Statesians, you have to make sure that they're doing okay. Because if they're not, they're your neighbor, man. They're your neighbors. They're your neighbors. So if your neighbors are not doing okay, like, invariably, it's gonna come back to you in one way or another. That's the nature of not being individuals, but living in the collective, which you do. You can try to deny it, but it's just literally denial. Because nobody in our society lives independent from the rest of us, unless you're like an isolated tribe that hasn't been contacted yet, which you're not. So what affects your neighbor is going to ultimately affect you as well, because we're all connected. So Kamala Harris found out, hey dude, if we like spent a little bit of money, just a little bit, to like prop up like social services and to make sure that people aren't starving, and that their government's functional and that it can take care of the problems it needs to, then the people won't leave their homes and their families and their culture and everything they ever known. They wouldn't leave it to come to the United States. That's what she found out. But Fox News and the Republicans and Donald Trump are lying, because that's what they do, right? They're lying and saying that she was a border czar. She's a border czar, which is like not true. There was no such thing as a border czar. Her task wasn't to enforce immigration law. Her task was to figure out why these people were coming in the first place. Which she did. She found out. She found out. I have all these. Like, why do I have these tables? So that's great, right? But they're. Yeah, no. These are values they don't understand. Okay, the doors. You can come outdoors. You know, I should make window panes. All right. No room for windows there. How about 2 windows? What a view. Alright. Make a bed. Another bed. I have the next house for the next guy. Yeah, that lighting looks really, really good. Like, you don't get this in... Yeah, it's nice. You should see this in caves. Alright, what am I looking for now? What did I come up here for? Nothing. I just came to chill, man. Is that okay? I'm gonna take all your stuff. That's all I need to take. Alright, well hey, that was pretty good. I made a house. I made 2 houses. I made 2 houses. And now I just need to get the where's that witch? Or not witch, sorry. The Inquisitor! Inquisitor! Shared values. How can you do that? Well, what do you mean, how? Alright. This is slow. What time is it? An hour? That's pretty good. The sunshine. Alright. Well, cool. Thanks for coming around and hanging out. Hopefully this is a turning point for the Americans. And they're gonna head back in the direction of democracy. Because it was looking kind of scary there for a while. But all of a sudden this amazing transformation just happened. So and it's weird, it's really strange how things are made bare and clear afterwards. So we shall see going forward. Until next time, peace. Pogo Kiddo out. Stop streaming.